Welcome back to the Sword of Truth podcast, the chapter-by-chapter reread of the Sword of Truth series with a chalice of craft brew on the side. I'm Jade, and I'm joined by Nate and Aaron.
Hello.
Pinky's out, bitches.
And today we are following our gift, or your gut if you don't have a gift, I guess. Whatever you have, through chapter 46.
Whatever you need.
Yeah, whatever you need.
Yeah.
Whatever need calls to you.
I definitely, I'm gut.
Gut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely have one. I don't know if I'm gifted, but I definitely have gut, so.
I think my gut is gifted.
Yeah.
You should see some of the stuff I've made it digest.
Okay. I thought that was going in a totally
Wait,
different...
hold on.
I don't know if
Time
I like
out.
where that was going.
Hold on. I retract my previous statement.
It's almost like a magic trick, I was going to say.
Okay, yeah. I was... my as soon as it left the tip of my tongue, I was like, that's gonna be interpreted as a dirty statement.
Oh, I was going to say instant regret.
Yeah, because if I'm digesting it, that means I swallowed it.
Yes.
That's true.
So yeah, glad none of that was said.
Hey!
Speaking of things that Aaron swallows... No, you don't have to leave. You can stay. We got Aaron some Reese's and some Jameson whiskey today because it is Aaron's fucking birthday.
It's his birthday.
How'd you guys know? Was it all the text messages I sent you telling you it's my birthday soon?
Hey, no big deal, but my birthday's in 3 days. Just wanted to know if you're busy that day. Hey, I know I texted you an hour ago, but I really like this kind of whiskey.
I know you didn't.
Candy.
I know you guys didn't ask, but here is my wish list. Here's my Amazon wish list.
Yeah, the Amazon wish list was really...
Here's my untapped want to try list. I don't know if that's a thing.
Yeah, it absolutely is a thing.
Is it a wish list on Untapped?
Yes,
sir. You need to spend more time on Untapped, it sounds like, sir.
Untapped is a wonderful app.
The problem is if I'm on Untapped, it's because I'm drinking, and the more I drink, the less I go on Untapped because I forget.
The less you think.
It's a rough life. But yeah, I am. According to the notes,
I guess
wrote
just solely based off of your appearance and just kind of your tired demeanor,
the behavior,
the really deep, dark bags under your eyes, the amount of
sadness
noises
that you carry.
Yeah, the amount of noises you make when you get up out of a chair. Nate, what birthday is it for me?
I guessed 45.
Thanks.
But I might be just a little bit low.
That's actually too young. Yeah, it's actually too young. I'm actually 57.
Wow.
Well, my birth certificate suggests I'm 32, but I identify as a 57-year-old man.
Okay.
An old 57.
Oh yeah.
It's a haggard 57.
I'm 57 3/4. Yeah, it's my birthday, so
well,
I could not.
Fucking birthday, man!
Thank you too, Jade.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
There it is. That was heartfelt. You could tell.
No, I couldn't think of a better way to spend it.
Wow, I feel bad for you.
I could.
No, I mean, that wasn't supposed to be heartfelt. That was a cry for help.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, I like doing this, but I can't imagine somebody actually would want to spend their birthday with that. Like, there's better things to do, I think. Not the podcast, but like the
Hey, I'm gonna be real honest with you though. This is probably not the first time a patron has spent their birthday, kind of hanging out with you guys.
Oh,
I bet
I never really thought of that.
I don't know why I said patrons. It's anyone. It's listeners, not patrons. But yeah, there's probably some people who listen to this podcast. This
could be their birthday today
on their birthday.
Happy birthday to everybody.
Yeah.
Or happy unbirthday.
We'll do the Disney rule: 6 months before, 6 months after.
Yes.
It totally counts.
Yes, but for my birthday, I do want to actually discuss the chapter though. So I think we should probably move on.
Before we discuss the chapter,
I also don't like compliments. So
there weren't any more coming.
Wow, got my wish.
Well, while we also want to thank Aaron for being here on his birthday, we also want to thank the rest of our patrons.
Yes,
so
we do.
We are going to do that right fucking now. I want to thank patrons much like... I have the list now. I'm all good. They're all here this time.
Do we need to vamp?
Annalisa.
Oh, thank you, Annalisa.
Thanks.
Tim Arnold, a.k.a. Forsworn and 7 Beers Ago.
Oh, was he there last time? That's a good name.
That is a
I feel like I'd
wonderful
remember that if
Thank
that was
you,
last time.
Tim.
I also drink a lot though, so.
Christopher Platts.
Thanks, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
There's no last name. They don't
You
have
know
to
what?
put one.
Do you want to know why? Because Mike don't fucking need one.
Mike is a strong enough
People
name.
know.
He
People
doesn't need
know
no-
when fucking Mike walks into a room. Okay.
Look at you with the last name. It's like his tear ducts. He got rid of them because he wasn't using them anymore. Sarah Fisher.
Thank you, Sarah.
Sarah.
Jenna Troska.
Jenna.
Hey, Tretta.
What?
Trenna. Did you just give somebody a nickname?
I mixed the first and the last. name
Hitherto,
right.
you will
I'm
have
sorry.
be known as Trenna.
I'm sorry.
It's official. She's been knighted.
I haven't even started drinking yet.
Tanner Goodhue.
Tanner.
Thank you, Tanner.
Joyce Rugg.
Thanks, Joyce.
Hi, Joy.
The Prophet Carulus.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Carulus.
Juniper.
June.
Hello, Juniper.
Is it June Ipper?
Mm.
Juniper.
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 Why are you doing this?
I don't know.
Go ahead, roll the R. Juniper.
Juniper.
There you go.
Wow.
Brian Taft.
Thank you, Brian.
Hello.
The Spider. Wow, that was.
You just said hello. There was nothing wrong with that.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, everyone.
She did the thing that she does when I come home or she comes home from work. She says hello she's like, hello. And that's what it was. That was a very endearing hello. It just sounds a little awkward sometimes.
Okay.
The Spider-Man 360.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
Yeah, actually, I don't know if we can say his name anymore or their
Why?
name anymore because everyone only gets one.
No.
That's their own rule. That's their own rule, and I think we should acknowledge that. So, take his name back.
Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Thank you, Amy.
We'll say your name again.
Maria Luisa Pereira.
Who's that name?
That is Marie. Oh my God. You know what? Maria Luisa Pereira. Like a champ.
Good job.
First try.
I got
Thank you,
through it.
Maria.
Yeah.
Carolyn Streckman.
Thank you, Carolyn.
Thank you.
Debbie Fittipaldi.
What was,
Thank you, Debbie.
What was that last name?
Fittipaldi.
That
I know.
I
I
like
love
that.
it.
I love that last
it.
name.
I like that. I like you, Debbie.
Wow.
And your name.
Wow.
Sarah Gallagher.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
That is also a cool name. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Gallagher's pretty cool.
Al Meyer.
Al.
Hello, Al.
How you doing?
Al, we need you to talk wrestling soon.
Madison Arnold.
Madison, thank you.
Thank you, Madison.
And last but not least, especially on his birthday, AMFD.
I don't know who that is.
Aaron motherfucking Duddles.
Oh.
That's me.
The D-Man, Dudster.
The D-Man. Interesting.
Not Darren Uddles.
I
No,
thought
not on
that's
my
what you
birthday.
had on your license plate. But yes, thank you to all of our patrons who support us. We appreciate you all very, very much.
Very, very much. And we apologize that was just not the smoothest.
It wasn't the smoothest, and it took a little bit of time, but you know what? Worth every
Again,
second.
guys, it's important to remember. Entertaining, not professional.
Seriously.
That's right.
I want that on a t-shirt or like my gravestone, maybe.
Are they professional?
No. Entertaining? Yes.
Yes. I'm
Mhm.
good with that.
Or maybe a
That's-
tattoo. Maybe I should get a tattoo this
I mean,
says
it's going to be my autobiography title.
that.
Yeah. Or at least one of the subtitles.
Okay. Well, speaking about titles, we're
Oh.
going to see the titles of some books in this chapter. So let's get there. Okay?
Alrighty.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Wow, you're proud of that.
That's pretty good.
All right. So we find Berdine, and she's there with Richard, and she says Richard's had a hard ride.
Not yet, he hasn't.
And they should head back.
Is it Richard's birthday?
No, apparently he's not. He doesn't want to go back. He just wants to stay here.
Mhm.
So he doesn't want to be in the keep after dark because it's creepy.
Fair.
They're not having a fun birthday like you are. They're in the keep and it's creeps.
I can't blame him for that. Our basement's creepy when all the lights are off.
I hate dark.
You hate going up the stairs when the lights are off.
Well,
Yeah,
you
I
don't,
do.
Yeah, you don't know what's behind you.
The monster's
Yeah,
down here.
something's chasing me. I'm gonna
I can
die.
always tell when she's done in the basement and coming upstairs because her footsteps are like boom, 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 boom. all the way up. She's not fucking around.
No.
She's getting out of that basement.
Yeah.
There's nothing down here.
No, but I have like.
Do you know that though?
No.
If our stairs weren't sealed, like if they were those creepy stairs that somebody could
The
reach through,
see-through?
oh, you would not catch me in this basement ever. No fucking way. That is the worst. Anyways, okay. So Raina and Berdine are bickering a bit until Richard's like, okay, guys, just shut the fuck up.
He literally, he's like, quiet, both of you. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to do some serious shit here, okay?
Mr. Intensity.
They're standing outside the first wizard's enclave, and he can feel the tingle of the magic on his skin.
Ooh.
I'm going to walk it back. Yeah, that would probably freak me out. I'd be a little agitated, too, at that point.
Oh, if you just had a constant, like,
If you could feel the
something's
thing.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jade knows. I don't like to interact with people when I died, when you guys were over here, I was choking and you guys tried to help me and I was like, "No, get away." I was like, "I just want to don't bother me right now. I'm suffering." So this is what Richard's doing.
If for some reason you're a new listener and this is your first episode, yeah, Nate did almost die in between recordings one day. So that's what we're talking about there.
But he's here, so it's fine.
Yeah,
Don't worry about
it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. now.
Yeah, it's
fine.
all good.
It's
We
fine.
can laugh
It's
about
fine.
it now.
It's fine.
Now that I can breathe, so I
fine.
can laugh.
Yes.
Just a minor sub point. For some reason, I think through all of my reads of this book, I have thought that Richard got his fancy little outfit from the first wizard's room, but he just found it in the keep somewhere.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
Right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, because for whatever reason, when he showed up in his little fancy outfit, I thought I remembered him saying that they had found it in the first wizard, but they must not have, because it's like a big fucking deal that he's going in
'cause-
here.
Yeah,
now.
this is the first time
Yeah.
he's going in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
No one has had the necessary magic to enter this room since Zed left, so
Right.
it's like a giant fucking deal. That was before Kaylin was even born. So nobody, I mean, like old people down in the village probably remember it, but nobody that we care about remembers this.
Maybe no one that you care about remembers this. I care about a lot of people.
I like to think of this as Richard officially kicking Zed out of his big badass bedroom in the keep. Because this is like the first wizard shit, but it's got like the war wizard stuff in it.
Yeah.
And so like this is Richard's sacred room here.
It is very interesting throughout this chapter. It's like hinted around that, first wizard was like Baracus, the first one,
Right.
was a war wizard and
Yes.
also the
Yep.
first wizard.
Right.
The way it's
Richard's
worded,
not that though.
right? The way it's worded in this chapter, though, you could be fooled into thinking he is just trying to assume that role but Zed is dead now to him, right?
To him, right.
So that makes a difference. Okay, I forgot about that point because I was like,
Yeah.
no, there is somebody else who's the first wizard. You better calm down, son.
This would be a really heavy moment for Richard, I think. But also, I think first wizard implies that you went through the trials and you went to official wizard school and then you kind of graduated to that level. So Richard didn't do any of that.
Richard's skipping
So
lines.
technically, he can't be first wizard, even though he can be like head in charge wizard.
He's
Well,
skipping lines everywhere, anyways. Though.
If he's the only wizard in the keep, you're
That's
kind
true.
of first wizard by default.
Yeah,
Right.
That's true. 101.
the only
so-
wizard left in existence, other than Nathan and some of those weird ones. Anyways, okay.
Yeah.
So some of these shields could kill people.
Mhm.
Richard believed Kaylin when she said that, but he has a need to go in the room.
Oh,
Oh,
not
in
for
the
speed.
I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Richard put his hand on the plate by the door, like the ones he had saw at the pop, or at least he was I don't think he's actually put his hand on it, but he's like hesitating in front of it. He's looking at the plate.
Well,
Right.
yeah, it's the symbols he's looking at,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
But the plate's like the ones he used at the pop, so he's familiar with the press and go situation that
Yeah.
usually happens. No one else could do this, but Richard needs to, so he's gonna.
So he's going for it.
Berdine keeps giving a ton of doubts. She's like, does your foot hurt? Does your butt hurt? Are you sleepy? Do you really think we should do this? I don't know. And Richard might be tired and disappointed that Kaylin wasn't home when he got home from Mount Kissermost. Kissermost? I'm probably saying that wrong. Kimmermost. Yeah, that's it. I don't know why I switch it to the other name in my head every time.
He's just adding letters.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Mount Kilimanjaro. Go on.
It's Makeout Point. That's what it is in my head.
Makeout Point.
Yeah.
But
what are you gonna do up at Kiss Her Most tonight? Oh, I think I might just kiss her the most.
I'm gonna take the horse and buggy out to Makeout Point. You know what I'm saying?
That's enough of that.
But yeah, so Richard feels all that way, whatever, but he's got to do this. So it's like a real quick thought that comes and goes. Oh, Kaylin, yeah, blah, blah, I'm doing this though. I got stuff to
predetermined.
do.
He's doing this thing.
Yeah. Sorry. He says that he only needs one of them. No loss of face if one of them wants to stay back and just hang out here. And Berdine's like, I have no fucking problem doing this. I don't think you should be doing this right now.
Yeah. Look, we'll run in there head first. I don't care, but we need to keep you safe.
Yeah,
but we did not say this doesn't need to be done. We said you don't need to be doing this.
Do it, right.
So, about that.
Now, what's really funny is that she literally was saying 2 seconds ago, I don't know if we should be, but then all of a sudden she's like, no, I was just talking about you.
Yeah.
But,
For sure not him. Yeah.
Richard's like, I have to. The thing we're looking for wasn't anywhere else. It has to be in here. Important shit is kept in the First Wizard's Enclave. Mm-hmm. The Mord Sith both refuse to stay here and wait. All right, that is settled and done.
Right. Nobody wants to be left behind. No, I don't think anybody wants to take the chance of something happening if they're not there with Richard.
Yeah.
Would you say they have FOMO about it?
But also, Mord Sith and you could say there's no loss of face, but Mord Sith don't die toothless in their beds, and the therapist or anybody could tell them there's no loss of face when you do this, but they personally, there fucking is. I'm not gonna sit here and wait.
Yeah, especially with the Mord Sith.
Yeah.
Like, of course they're going to go.
Yeah.
No, they're known for being harder, faster, stronger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? More brave than anybody else. So, of course, they would go.
Not to mention the mental trauma that they've gone through that doesn't allow them to actually process.
Yeah.
Like, okay, should I stay here and risk my... Like, no. They're just like, oh, fuck, I don't have a choice. Okay. So, Richard tells them that he's going to go ahead and see if if he has the proper magic to go through the shields. And then if he can open the door, he'll come back and he'll grab them and everything will be cool. Rada is like, are you sure? Are you sure that you're not pulling a prank on me? It is April 1st after all.
That's right.
Are you sure that you're not just gonna fuck on off out of here like you did the last time? You asshole.
Remember the last time where you fucked off? You know, I forgot about that. And so initially when she said this, I was just like, what? Why would he be tricking you? Why would he be tricking you right now?
Here's the thing about a liar.
But he's done it before.
You can't then be said liar and go, no, it's different this time. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't work when you've lied. And unfortunately, even though there might be good intent behind it, Richard has lied to these people before. So it's a bit hard to take him at his word.
Well, and especially when you were just asking us, do you guys want to stay behind? Do you guys want to stay behind?
Yeah.
You could totally say, okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead for a second. I'll be back for you in a minute. That sounds like somebody who's going to go, I'm going to leave them behind.
Oh, 100%.
And go ahead.
Exactly.
100%. No, I'm just going to step out for fresh air. I'll be right back in.
Yeah.
2 minutes tops. I'll be right back.
But Richard says, no. That's not happening this time. We are fine. I'll be right back. You'll be able to see me the whole time, as we find out in just a second.
Fair point.
Yeah. But, I mean, to be fair, if there were shields, they couldn't get through. They could
True.
just be standing on the other side. Like in Star Wars, with all the doors. Right?
Yeah, they just got to sit and wait.
Yeah.
That was a great scene. I love that.
That's so good.
You know what also? I think that was a good ending to the first scene of this episode.
Yeah,
so
okay.
we should make our way to the beer break.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
All right. It's time for the beer break.
Woo!
What do we have today, JD?
Nate, here's the thing. I know you just asked Jade a question, but I'm also wondering what we had today. I don't think it's fair that you're just kind of yelling at Jade here. I think it's important that she's a strong, independent woman, and she can do whatever she needs to do in whatever time she needs to do it, okay?
I was just going to say I asked her a question while her head was like 5 feet away from the mic and probably couldn't answer.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
At
Nate,
the exact wrong moment.
Yeah, you were a bit of a dick.
Well, why don't you
and ask Jade a question as she
because
was reaching
it's
for
your
beer.
birthday.
Oh yeah, I already know what I'm picking here. So we've got like a variety pack, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna grab some green zebra from Founders. This is a watermelon.
All right. I think that's the one we're going to talk about on this episode.
Okay.
Yeah, we do have a couple others. It looks like you guys get to choose between pineapple, mango, and peach, but I'm going to talk about watermelon because it's my birthday. So this is a ghost-style ale. So it's going to be very fruity. It's going to be nice and crisp and maybe a little
Goza?
sour. Goza, that's right. I'm sorry. It's a Goza-style ale. There's not really a big description on here, but it is only 4.6%. So I think this is going to be a nice and crispy one.
I think this is a good one for you to do anyways, because I know that I've tasted this before, and I know I liked it when I did.
Oh, that was good.
I felt like that's going to come through nice and
good.
clean. Sip number one. That's
What do you think?
That's fucking delicious.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Describe the flavors.
I'm a big fan of Gozas in general. It's it's like a lot of sours and a lot of ales. It's definitely got an alcohol kick to it, but the flavor of watermelon fruity sweetness is so strong. This is, and I know we've used this term a lot, but not lately. This is one fucking grade A river beer.
Oh, yeah.
Grade A river beer.
Yes.
This is a sun is shining, feet are kicked up. Hell yeah.
Now, the thing I liked the most about this, and I think this will be the last point before we cut off, is I don't know if you can taste. There's like a hint of salt in there, and it makes your mouth like water and want to keep drinking.
It's almost like a margarita.
Yeah, it's so good.
It does. I think I've noticed that, and I feel like that's been pretty common a lot of the Gozas I've drank. It's like a salty, they give you just a little bit. I think it's to help get the sour.
Yeah,
It's like a salty sour. But since you guys are drinking different flavors, we won't go into it too much, but I'm giving this 9 out of 10 zebras.
Wow.
9 out of 10
Wow.
zebras. Yeah. That's
crazy high.
Yeah. Dude, this is good.
Yeah?
This is good.
I'd say probably like a solid 8 zebras for
8
sure.
zebras. And you
Okay.
have pineapple?
I have the pineapple, yes.
Okay. And Nate?
I have peach. You know what? I didn't even open this thing.
Wow.
Yet. Well, I wasn't sure what we were going to do exactly.
We will get into how we feel about our flavors in
Yeah,
the
I
next
just
episode.
I want your rating. Just real quick rating.
Just quick rating?
Yeah, gut feeling. What's your need? What's your gut telling you need to rate this?
That's pretty fucking good, actually. I'm going to go 8 out of 10.
Okay.
I'm going to go 8.
All right.
All right. Well, I think we're going to take a short break, and we're going to enjoy these a little bit more, and we will be back right after this.
Hey, everybody, we're back. How are you? Was that a good break for you? It was a really good break for me.
Yeah, I hope it was a good break for everyone.
Good. Because now we're going to get down to it. Okay?
Are we going to get down to the brass tacks?
Well, the brass symbols.
Oh,
Or-
okay.
I don't know if they're brass, actually. But they're symbols. There's symbols on like the wall around the store that he's looking at. And they're the same symbols that's on his outfit.
His very fancy outfit.
Yeah, his super fancy outfit with the bracelets.
See, this is Richard's room.
The bracelets.
It's his now.
And the cape.
My name's on it.
So embossed in the center of the door is a symbol that he fingers.
Ah, okay. No.
Hey,
You do not get to go past that so quickly.
I used the specific wording that was used in the chapter. That
That's
is
true.
not
I know.
commentary from me.
I know.
I read it like
you-
twice in the notes, and I was just like, do we got to say that? And she was just like, literally in the book.
No.
Okay.
Thing.
Okay.
A choice was made, though. We didn't have to do that.
Yeah, we did.
Hey,
You chose
Yeah,
to.
no, I had to.
A choice was made,
Yeah.
not our choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm certain we can blame a certain horny Terry for that. Just poking his head out
Yeah.
because of perverts like us being like, I'm going to write this word. And if you giggle, you're a bad person.
Horny Terry was fingering. He was
Suddenly,
fingering an idea.
I keep imagining him as like a little tiny worm that like creeps up in the corner of our like scenes and just is like, hey.
I was talking to my dad about some house stuff, and he said that in a text message last week. I can show it to you, and it was the only time my dad has ever said, we'll finger it out. And the second I read it, I was just like, what?
No,
Okay.
I was just say, not a worm. Terry doesn't have an angel and a devil. He has a horny Terry, and then not horny Terry. I guess I don't know, but it's not the angel and the devil. It's a little different.
Horny angel, horny devil.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So as he fingers the door, he understands
damn it.
that the spirits in the sword pass their knowledge down to him, not through just like words like you would expect, but through symbols. You know, like these symbols are what they use to communicate with him, and
Yeah.
he's never realized that before because I don't know, his brain was just like, oh, symbol, I understand, magic.
Well, it's almost like sign language. Like you make symbols with
yeah.
your hands,
Yeah.
and you know
Yeah.
that to mean something.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We were just talking before we started. I
We were.
decided I'm going to learn how to learn that this week. I'm going to do that. And Nate said he was interested. So
Yeah, I think that would be fucking awesome.
I think it's very, like, it's a whole language, whole bunch of people that can't communicate.
It also reminds me that we have to figure out a way to transcribe this podcast and get it posted. Maybe we should start doing that on our website, because that way deaf people
That's a
who
good point.
read the series could also listen to
Hard
the podcast.
of hearing people can't listen to us at all, so
That's
they don't
right.
even know that I'm
They
saying
could
any of this.
read. They
Not that it
can't,
matters,
they can't
but they
listen
know.
to the podcast.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
They,
They can
we
read
could
the
transcribe
podcast.
it and they
Yeah.
could read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said listen.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? It's
Semantics.
yeah, whatever. I think it's a good thing. I want to do that, so I'm gonna start
Yeah, I
doing
think
that.
it's
But
very
yeah,
cool.
symbols.
Hundopi.
That's cool. Okay. Anyways, these symbols are the dance with death.
Mhm.
We've learned that term before. We know what that is.
Yes.
These symbols had meaning to a war wizard. The first war wizard, Baracus, like we talked about, was a war wizard. And suddenly, Richard starts feeling at home a little bit. He's
Yeah.
not so scared. He's
This
like,
is my place.
yeah. He's like, okay, yeah. I have something in common with the first one. I don't need to be scared here. I know everything. I don't know anything,
Yeah,
but I
it's
know
like
everything.
he found the members lounge and then was like, "Oh wait, that's right. I am a member. Like this place isn't going to hurt me. This place was designed for me.
yeah. Specifically
Exactly.
built.
Yeah, this is where I should feel the most comfortable."
This is the first wizard's enclave, right? When you hear that, it makes you think that's the first wizard's lounge, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
This is
what
for,
it is.
This is for very important old wizards, not Richard.
Well,
But it is.
but they might keep their important shit in there, but that's where they
Yes,
probably went to
yeah.
go chill away from all the other like noobs, all the little peons, you know? They were like, fuck you. I'm gonna go hang out and drink coffee in my enclave.
What's that? Oh, there's a shield you can't get past? Oh no.
Where? Okay. So the starburst symbol that he sees in the corner meant to look everywhere at once. Never settling. Don't focus on any one thing or your enemy will kill you.
Will kill you?
Yeah.
They'll done did kilt ya.
Yeah.
They'll
That's
fix you with an official kilt.
There was a lot more words that were said in the book, but I think that's the initial, like, straight to the point of it.
Yeah.
The book was just trying to say that if you focus on any one thing too long, you will lose track of your enemy. You'll give them an advantage, and they'll be able to kill you. So you have to be like
Constant vigilance.
meta battle. You got to be above it all. Big picture shit.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
because
Look everywhere, but don't absorb everything from everywhere, because then that'll be too much.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because if you're focusing on something, maybe there's a reason that you are focusing on it, and it's because they wanted you to focus on it, which
Yeah.
means you're not seeing someone stab you in the back.
I also, with this
Kilt ya.
symbol, it's
Kilt
funny because it's kind of like what we were talking about on our last Patreon episode.
Yeah, FOMO.
When you were talking about the MLM,
yeah,
the pyramid scheme situation,
yeah,
where they're like, step one, be perfect. A star sign. Just do everything perfect. Don't fuck up or die.
Yeah.
Kind of like, oh, okay.
Look
Step
at
one.
everything, but
Awesome.
nothing one thing too much, but also everything. Make sure you do everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Be the chosen
Easy
one.
peasy.
But hey, also, it's good advice.
Yeah.
It is good. It's, don't focus on one thing too much.
Okay.
Like one note too much.
So, dancing with death means being committed to killing. Dancing with death means you are the death incarnate coming
Love
to
it.
dance with the living. Okay? I feel like that could be like a painting.
This ain't a game, son.
Yeah.
It's a dance.
Oh, Dance with Death is for sure a Renaissance painting of like chaos in the streets, but then one old guy who is clearly dressed up to look like a scholar, just like reading a scroll as he walks through the chaos.
You know what? You know what, Nate?
That's what that is.
No, you're not Nate.
What, Jade?
I think
That's my Nate impression.
that was a terrible Nate. You know what I think we should do? It
What?
just gave me an idea. That's why
We should
I
paint
said
that?
Nate. I thought that the three of us should each do.
It is a painting. I'm sorry. I know I'm interrupting. Right there. It's a painting.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we should share that painting.
We'll put some
We
of that
will
up.
have
Yeah,
to
we'll
do
we'll
that.
put that up.
I was just gonna say for maybe a patron something, I don't know, something special. We should each do our own interpretation of the dance with death.
That's a great
Death
idea.
incarnate dancing with the
Okay.
light.
Yeah, that'll be
Living.
coming. I want to do that. That'll be coming soon. I
Like
love it.
art?
Yeah.
What medium do we have to
Doesn't
use?
matter.
Anyone
okay,
you want.
Okay. I
Anyone you
accept.
want.
I accept.
Yeah. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So Berdine shouts from behind him, telling him that it looks like he's a weirdo staring at this fucking door. Are you okay?
Yeah, because from our perspective, reading from Richard's perspective, only a few seconds have gone by.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Except not. Because Berdine's like, no, dude, it's been a while.
I was going to say they've done that before.
Yeah.
Where Richard, when he concentrates on the sword, right?
Yeah.
Hours go by and he thought it was just a few seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say that specifically here.
Right.
No, that's, hey, you know what?
They just leave it up to
When I'm-
mystery.
If I'm going to criticize Terry sometimes for maybe some not so great writing, you know what? That's great fucking writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. That's the unreliable narrator. We were in Richard's head, so only a few seconds went by because that's all he thought went by.
Right.
That's very good. I like it.
And it makes me laugh when we cut back to Berdine and she's like, you okay, buddy?
Hey,
Hey, bud.
you're being a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
I know we make jokes about door being on the wall, but like it's just right
Yeah,
there.
you know
There's nothing more to see.
Fucking embarrassing.
He's also Richard has effectively turned into Johnny Five now because he can just basically touch a book and just know what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Or he can speed read it.
I know kung fu.
By the way, the butler definitely did it.
Oh,
so.
for sure.
So he says I'm fine, but then without thinking, he just slaps the plate.
I think he got spooked. He's like, no, I'm good. Boom. And
Yeah. Yeah. So all the like, oh, this could be dangerous, this could kill people on his head. He's like, oh fuck, okay, yep. And slaps it.
He's the car salesman meme.
Yeah.
Slaps the stone. You know how many shields you can fit in this bad boy?
Kaylin said that touching this thing was like touching the cold heart of the keeper itself.
Oh.
It's not good. But when he touches it, he feels warm and cozy. The doors open and he motions the more Sith forward because all the other magic has receded now, apparently.
Yeah.
Which we knew that there was tingling on his arms, but to our knowledge, there may not have even been anything really there.
I think it's like the room is keyed to Richard, right? Anybody able to enter that has got to be able to protect it while he's in there.
Yeah.
So like it senses that Richard is there and it's like, okay, just everything comes down because whoever's in there with him is probably
Yeah, what
fine
if he
to be
brings
in
a
there.
girlfriend in there? What if the first wizard wanted to bring his girlfriend in there? You can't have it like shoot people down
Or
that
boyfriend.
don't have it.
Or boyfriend.
Absolutely.
Anyone.
Whatever. Or creature, maybe not creature.
No.
Whatever.
No.
Whatever. You know,
Maybe as a
there's
pet.
a line.
Wait.
Just as a pet.
There's
Are
a
you,
line.
are you telling me Richard can't bring Scarlet into there?
No, I'm not saying that. Anyways. We do know that there was magic there. I rescind my statement just a minute ago because Kaylin was all like, people die, you can't go up there.
Yeah,
So,
we know there was some
There
real
was
serious
stuff there
shields.
that was
yes.
rescinded. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. As they enter, the lights slowly light the room. They get brighter as they go further into the super cool, large marble room. Basically, it's like Google Assistant is, or maybe not even better than that, because it's like as he enters, it's like smart lights. Just like as he enters the room, everything's like,
Oh, this is
fully automated.
this
Automated?
I want to see this scene in the Legend of the Seeker show. This is a cinematic scene.
Yeah, this could be very cool.
This is Tony Stark walking into his workshop, and Jarvis lights up, and everything starts turning on. Batman walking into the Bat. This is that, and I want to see that.
This is the Batcave.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And that's like, to the next point, is Richard was expecting it to be creepy. That's so much of his prejudice being projected, because like he just realized seconds ago, wait, no, this place is meant for me.
This is my
is
base
first
of
class
operations.
Lounge. Yeah. Why would I think this was creepy? No, this is gonna have fucking. We're talking cashmere. We're talking
espresso maker in the corner.
Yeah.
Nice
This
stuff
place
in here.
is fancy AF. Top shelf everything.
He doesn't have to care about anybody's nice things outside of here because all of his nice things are here. He can have nice things, and they're all. I was just thinking of the fact we just compared the first Wizard's Enclave to the fucking Batcave, and if Aaron, according to your joke, he's gonna have Scarlet in there, then it tracks because Batman had a fucking dinosaur in his Batcave
That's
too.
true. Full S-T-Rex, yeah.
I love it.
Okay. So there's also pedestals with objects on top. Sometimes he like recognizes the objects like gems or chalices. Others are like abstract, strange pieces of whatever. He doesn't think that they should look directly at any of them, and he warns the girls this.
Which again, I think a lot of what's going to happen soon is just Richard's overly cautiousness and pessimism towards magic. Like none of this should be like, no, dude, you can look at this shit.
There's a note. I have a note.
Yeah. You can look at whatever the fuck you want to look at in here. It's your lounge.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of his overcautiousness gives away the fact that he knows and he's being conscious of that, but he knows literally nothing.
Yeah,
we'll get into that.
Yeah, it's not bad he's being cautious, but he just takes it to the fucking extreme.
Yeah,
His imagination gets away with him a little bit, I feel like.
Yeah. So there's a table cluttered with tons of shit, like tubes and human skulls, like
Fun.
just laying around all over the table.
Well,
and all over
sometimes
the
wizards have to use people.
that is a fact. That's a fact.
I was thinking more Sherlock Holmes always had, they always had skulls.
No, Zed was being straight up visceral when he said that.
And Zed was hanging out here, so Zed was doing some shit with this stuff.
What the fuck was Zed doing with human heads?
And tubes?
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
know. It's weird.
I was making a joke, and now I'm like, wait, there might be something to
Nate,
that.
don't think about it. Don't think about it.
So he has an uncomfy feeling when he looks over to the side where there's like books that way. So he's like, that's where we're going. I feel uncomfy. We gotta lean in. Which is not what I would do.
It's video game logic.
Yeah.
Which way do we go?
Where the bad guys are.
Where the bad guys are, yeah. The harder it is to go that way, that's the way we're supposed to go.
If there's nothing and it's just you're not finding anything, it's too easy.
Mm-hmm.
You're going the wrong way.
Yep.
So
Where the bad guys are, right?
Yeah. So he warns them again not to touch anything or really even look anywhere, but exactly where they have to.
Step 1, be perfect. Don't exist. Don't be in here, but follow me.
Which is super fun.
You could do that, right?
When we know abstractly what we're looking for, but we don't actually know what we're looking for. So fun, great.
Yeah, I had a boss once tell me, "Don't do what I tell you to do. Do what I want you to do." And that's exactly what's happening here.
Yeah.
Be all things and nothing. Be water.
Yeah. He doesn't know what could happen if they look at things or touch them. So these two are like totally cool with that. Because like, we don't like magic. Like, fine, whatever. We're here. We're doing whatever you say.
Yeah, easy enough.
We're down.
Keep my eyes down.
Yeah.
Got it.
Richard is the magic against magic. So if he tells non-magic people do this because of magic, they're going to be like, yeah, absolutely. That's
Well,
you.
yeah.
You're the expert.
Yeah.
Do whatever. Yeah.
But
You want me to do a cartwheel? I'll do a cartwheel if you say it's going to help.
But he keeps emphasizing this point, which goes to our point a minute ago.
Yeah.
At some point, it doesn't feel like cautiousness. It feels like it's underlining Richard's knowledge of anything. Like, yes, I'm a big, bad magic man, and I do all these awesome things, but I know fucking nothing. Logic would tell me that the cool shit up here, safe, right? The wizard in his lounge is probably not going to keep the dangerous shit laying out on the table.
So super close, yeah.
He doesn't want to trigger it either. He's probably going to have it in his like secret room behind the bookshelf. So you're probably fine. And this is all like day one bullshit. It's trinkets. And Richard can't even recognize. Like, and so to another wizard who could see him freaking the fuck out, they'd be like, buddy.
Imagine if we were able to get a scene of Zed walking into this room and how different that would be. Now, yes, obviously Zed's been here before, so it's not quite the same, but like, dude, Zed's walking in, he's fucking kicking his boots off, they're just flying wherever they land. He's gonna go lay down on a couch, kick his feet up, he's gonna magic a coffee cup over to it, like, Zed's like, hell yeah, dude, this is where you don't even have to wear shoes.
It's the way he's walking around is like if the president had a fucking grenade sitting on his desk in the Oval Office. Like, no, not in a million fucking years would that even be a possibility.
Like multiple piles
everything is dangerous. It's like, no way. They would never do that.
Yeah. So Berdine jokes at this and is like, Richard fears magic as much as we do. And Richard kills the joke by being like, no. I know magic, so I'm more scared than you are.
Yeah.
It's like,
which, hey,
okay.
Not in this scenario, but that can be true.
Yeah.
Like, the more you know about something, the more appropriate it can be to have a respectful fear of it.
Right.
But not in this situation.
No.
We're fine, Richard.
Well, that's why Richard is no longer afraid of bats, because he is Batman. Now that he has the enclave, this is official canon. He's Batman now.
We just dropping the on. It's just cave on. Oh no, clave.
Just the.
Fuck.
Wow.
All right,
we'll have to work on it.
Edit that one.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's my birthday. You have to edit. I get a birthday edit.
All right. Well, I think we are going to take a real quick break.
Yeah.
And we will be back for the remainder of this chapter.
Right after this?
After a time.
Right after this. Right after.
Okay, I'm cutting.
And we're back again for like the second time. Isn't that awesome? I'm so happy that you're still here.
And this time we're in the mood. I don't know.
What?
And we're back.
Oh.
That's better.
For the second time too. And this time it's the start of the rap from Donkey Kong 64.
Oh
Nintendo
shit!
64.
I don't. Okay.
That's the DK rap.
Okay.
Real OGs know.
Anyways, okay. So they walked through there were some shelves and some books. And they got to this area. Me and Nate discussed this last night. I didn't put it in the notes because I couldn't figure out how to word it. But me and him assume that we're in a tower. So there's like a marble floor there, right? Like a circular marble floor they step down onto. And then they're going to have to step back off of the circular marble floor to get over to the other side.
Yes.
Where the other shit that we're getting to is, okay?
So it's necessary to step on the floor. They can't walk around the room to do it.
Right. Okay. Awesome. So they're going to step onto this. And as Richard steps onto it, it glows. And then he's like, all right, hold on. So Berdine and Raina, you try it. And they try. They can't put their foot onto the marble floor without him.
Yeah, they're prevented from touching it.
Nothing bad happens. They just can't do it.
Yeah.
So then Richard's like, okay, hold my hands. And we can walk across there all happy-dee-doo-dah.
So my question is, if they can't touch, if they're physically being stopped from touching the floor, just float. Like,
what if
you're being prevented from touching the floor, so just walk across the air.
I took it as resistance.
So they were unable to step forward.
Yeah.
To step.
They could. It's like if they got a running jump, like they would have basically hit an invisible wall. Like they would not have been allowed to go forward.
But her foot was like, it got like an inch above the floor.
Right, but I think it would get worse as you go. I don't think they could just walk on top of the floor.
I just think that it's, we should experiment. Somebody
floor is lava.
should run.
100%.
Somebody needs to run
100%.
And like jump.
Yes.
And see if we could just sail over the top.
And here's the important part. As long as someone writes down what happened, that is a science experiment.
Exactly.
That's right. It counts.
Exactly. And say what you think is going to happen ahead of time. You have a hypothesis.
Yeah. Scientific theory.
Scientific
theory that
yeah.
bitch.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Got that. So they walk across, though, holding hands. It's glowing. It's awesome. If Richard decided to leave them once they get where they're going on the other side, they'd be stuck there forever. I don't know why that's in there. I don't know. It could be. That could be true. I don't know. It was just a thought that Richard had, apparently. He was like, I could trap these bitches.
Earlier, when we said that Richard shouldn't be doing this and going in here, it is actually necessary that he's supposed to be in here.
I mean, yes.
Because they wouldn't have been able to do this without him.
But also, if you think about that, it's super fucking dangerous for all three of them to be in there, because if Richard has a heart attack or a stroke,
Yeah, that's true.
everybody's screwed.
I do wonder if this is similar to what was out front, that as soon as he grabbed their hand and they made the first step, it's down. Like this was the two-factor authentication where, hey, you signed in, you had to put your password that only you know. We're also going to send you a code, though. Like this is that second. Like,
I
hey,
got
you got in the door, but this is our last thing to make sure you are supposed to be here. You need to verify one more time that you are with a wizard who is supposed to be here.
Yeah, what if you bring your booty call back there and they have to go pee? Like,
yeah, that's what I mean. I think once they'd made that first step, holding hands, I think the whole thing was down, and it like reactivates when they leave the room.
Oh, well,
I think.
Richard doesn't.
I think that's
Richard
an assumption.
doesn't.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
They don't test it either.
I
It's a theory.
digress.
See, but this is why we wouldn't get shit done, because we would all go, it's time for some experiments, motherfucker.
Hold
Yeah,
my
that's true.
beer.
Yeah, we would have fun with the floor. So,
I'm gonna try and skate across. Watch.
right. They don't do that. They get to the other side, and the books are in a bit of a disarray here. Rocks are being used for bookends, stacks of books, some left open where they were being read. It's obvious that somebody was like going through shit here. They were like in the middle of working on shit when they left it. The thing that makes Richard the most nervous is the pillars of books. They're like books towered high and precariously with no obvious reason.
Like higher than someone could reach.
Yeah.
Almost like there's no issue with handling them or looking at them. You can just put them wherever the fuck you want.
Stack
Yeah.
'em
Just
sti-
Stack
Oh,
'em up.
yeah.
Who fucking cares?
But they're stacked
There.
like crazy tall, right? Some of them are 14 feet high.
I'm sorry. What enclave are we in?
That's
A
true.
wizard's enclave? They use magic. You think they're lifting these books by hand? No.
I did think of a way of how you could stack books 14 feet high.
How?
Shorter stacks, and you would have to be strong because you'd put one
Yeah.
stack on the other and then lift the whole stack on top of the
Yes.
third, something
Yes.
like that.
You know how else you could do it? Fucking magic.
Be a wizard. Yeah.
Be awesome.
Step one, be a wizard.
Yeah.
What if a rat gets in here though and knocks over the books? Or what if there's an earthquake? Like,
It's a hell of a rat trap.
I'm
That's
just
the thing.
saying-
They can't. They couldn't have got in the door unless they were holding Richard's hand.
no, that's not true. If there's a crack in the wall on the other side where, listen to
interesting.
this. There's not a shield all the way around this room. A rat could totally
Well-
get in here.
Hold on, Jade.
That's what we talked about in the basement, like in the downstairs of the keep. Rats could get trapped in between shields.
Ah, that's true.
Maybe this is separate. We don't know. Experimenting needs to be done.
Right.
I need to know, is there shields in the walls? I want to know. I want to know.
The point I was trying to get to,
Yes.
though, was that these books can't be that dangerously, precariously placed, because the first wizard would have had to assume that there's a possibility that some shit's going to go down and they're going to knock over.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you were that worried about like the fucking
Necronomicon?
that thing, like being stacked up high,
Necronomicon?
then you
That's
wouldn't.
what I said.
You wouldn't
You're
do
welcome.
that. You wouldn't leave it like that.
That's
then.
true.
Exactly.
That's true.
That would be
Exactly.
dumb wizarding.
Yes. Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I digress.
So he takes the women by their arms and says, "Be careful." Kaylin said the most dangerous shit in the keep would be in here. Now, she's never been in here. She has no fucking idea if it would be in here or a separate room. But let's listen to her. Bertine questions if he thinks the books themselves, not what's in them, not the content, might be dangerous. Richard thinks the description of the book... I spelled description so wrong.
You spelled it phonetically.
Phonetically, it's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was late. Okay. Of the book that Amelia had, and it says they should treat them as such. I think of Harry Potter and Tom Riddle's diary when I think of dangerous books, and the fact that Mr. Weasley was like, don't trust anything that you can't see where it keeps his brain. And I think of the Monsters book. The Monster Book of Monsters. So books can be dangerous, just like books themselves.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I mean. I don't think Richard's wrong to be cautious. I just think it's wrong for him to be this cautious.
Yeah.
No, yeah, absolutely.
I think handle them with care and within
Yeah.
reason.
You
but
can
like,
look
don't
at
assume
them.
not look
Yeah.
like looking
Hey.
at them is gonna melt your face. Come
Just
on.
go ahead and treat it like the library.
It's not the
Yeah.
Holy Grail.
Don't fuck them up. Grab them nicely. Put them back nicely.
Yeah, be respectful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe don't open them. Like, in Harry Potter, there's a whole...
Read the title.
Yeah, there's a
The
whole...
man is the first wizard. You don't go into the first wizard's enclave and then ruin his shit. My guess is there's probably a spell in there that prevents you from ruining his shit.
Leave it how
This is where his nice things are. You know what I mean? So
that, and just general moral, leave it better than you found
Just
it.
be careful.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
don't destroy books like an asshole.
So, he says, look but don't touch. And Burdine says there's thousands of books here, dude.
Touch
it's gonna take
nothing but the lamp.
It's going to take us weeks to find the one we need. And I'm saying, especially if we're playing no touchy with the fucking book.
Yeah.
And no looky.
No looky.
Right. If we can't look or touch the books, how are we going to find the one we need, Richard?
Hey, do what I want you to do, not what I told you to do.
Like a blind man at an orgy, he was going to have to feel his way around.
Richard agrees. He didn't expect to find this many books here. He was like, I thought he'd have like a pile, not like multiple fucking piles.
Yeah, small shelf with all the most important shit, not literally thousands of books.
But we wasted so much time in those other libraries when all the important, but like, guys, we don't need any of the other books.
We'll just come here next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, potentially last Harry Potter tie-in, it's the restricted section.
Yeah.
We're looking for dangerous shit. Better go to the... Don't even bother looking anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's in the restricted
It's in here.
section.
Anything important, Zed took and put here, so we don't need to even bother. All right. So he's starting to feel intimidated. And he says, all right, we'll stay after dark if we fucking have to. And as his heart sinks, thinking and staring at the forest of books, he starts thinking of his need to find that one.
I thought it was really interesting that they used the term forest of books.
Because of the paper and the
Richard
trees?
is a woods guide. Who's going to be able to get through this forest of books?
Oh.
And
Richard.
And what Jade said. What are books made of? Paper. What?
Trees.
How's paper made? Trees. And how tall are the stacks?
Wow.
Tall? Maybe the size of small trees?
You know what?
It's pretty good. This works. This is fucking good writing.
I thought Nate's tie was. I thought that was more clever. That was pretty good.
No, I'm saying both of them are right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So
writing.
Richard wished that he could use his magic. He starts fidgeting with his symbol bracelets, and as he does, he fingers the starburst symbol again, and suddenly has an idea. Which I'm not surprised.
We got it. I'm good.
I can't believe it actually happened. Jade,
I'm sorry. I'm broken.
When I wrote that, and I knew I was going to end it with Love Nate,
All right.
I said as soon as I'm done writing Love Nate, the joke's done.
So
I can just go ahead and erase it. We don't need to leave it out
just to
there.
keep us moving.
Oh, God.
When we referenced me almost dying earlier, we have this dry erase board in between us, and we have different things written on it in case we have to point and communicate to each other without speaking while we record. And Aaron took the time to write longhand.
You can do an accent.
Dear friends, I am currently swallowing. Please refrain from being your naturally talented and funny selves. Thanks. Love, Nate. And so I swallowed just as I cracked from the joke. And then when I pointed to the thing because I realized what was actually happening,
You made it so much worse.
everybody broke at the same time. So that was my fault. I am not going to be the one derailing this, much like our last Patreon. So we can go ahead.
Okay. So, I'm not surprised that he gets an idea as he fingers the starburst symbol because you know what? I feel like a lot of people, if they were fingering a starburst, would probably also, starburst symbol.
That's a very revolutionary moment. Revelationary moment.
Yeah. You have ideas. It leads to some thoughts. Okay.
I have some now.
He runs over to an item on a cloth, one of the pedestal things, and he brings the cloth back to the girls. I'm upset. Okay, I got real upset when we listened to this episode or this chapter last night because the motherfucker has spent this whole chapter being like, don't look at any of this shit. Don't touch it. Don't look. He has an idea that he needs a blindfold for, and the motherfucker runs back and touches and removes one of the items and puts it on his face. He has a cape. The man is wearing a cape.
He can just flip it over his own head.
What?
And tie it
the
back like a
actual
Ninja Turtle.
Fuck?
Why can't he just put his hand in front of his eyes?
Why can't he just shut
Close
his
your
eyes?
eyes.
Just close your eyes.
Yeah. I'm
He established a couple of rules and then
because-
immediately broke said rules.
Yeah, because here's the thing. You can't say, oh, well, it's because he can't take the blindfold off. Yes, you can. He put it on. He can take it off. So if he closes his eyes, he can open his eyes.
Oh, now that
All
it's
of
on
those
my
arguments.
face, now I can't touch it.
It all applies to the blindfold as well. So what the fuck was this?
Yeah. Okay. I had to get it out.
I think maybe this is obviously plot driven, right? But I also feel like there is some very, very good writing in this chapter.
Yes.
And some things are just gonna not be the same.
And here's the other thing. This is like another visual thing. I want to see this. I want to see Richard stumbling around the library blindfolded. That's funny.
Okay,
That'd be
so
fucking hilarious.
he wants to blindfold himself so he can only see what he wants to see.
Mm-hmm.
He feels like he's going to be able to feel the one book that he needs, and there's just too much going on around him, so he needs to be able to focus. Not focus, but focus.
He's
you know
gotta
what I mean?
be- yes.
The thing that the Starburst says.
Yeah.
He's going to do that.
He needs to see everything yet nothing.
But nothing. The Mort Sith go along with
how
this.
appropriate.
The Mort Sith go along with this because Lord Rawl.
Yeah.
And
Because magic.
Magic.
also, they're hoping that this is going to get shit done quicker. They're like, I just want to go home, motherfucker.
Yeah, bitch, I ain't getting paid hourly.
Whatever you want to do
Or no.
it.
Yeah, I'm not getting paid hourly. Let's get the fuck out of
Yeah.
At
here.
this point, you're there with Richard going, okay, this is not the hardest thing he's done,
No.
right? We've seen him do harder shit than this. Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Yeah. Whatever you need, bud.
If it gets me out by noon, I'm all
Yeah.
for it. Let's try.
He says he just wants them to make sure he doesn't touch anything, and neither do they. Soup's easy. Cool. Great, thanks.
Got it.
Even though you just did touch things. Anyways. So they swear that they're fucking not going to touch anything, and they won't
Yeah.
let him.
They don't want to in the first
Yeah.
place. They're like, fine. Yeah, that was established before we even walked in here, motherfucker. We're not doing anything.
We've been
this is
through
your
this.
room.
Yeah. Richard turned his head each way and makes sure that he's blind. He feels his wristband and thinks about the stakes and all the dead kids.
Ugh.
And he tells them to touch him lightly if he's going to collide with something. And they work their way through the stacks. He doesn't really know what feeling he's looking for, but just keeps thinking of the kids and following his gut.
So gut or gift?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Right. Exactly.
Which one is it?
Eventually, his body jerks to a halt, and he turns away he doesn't expect. And he's like, oh, gift. This is a gift.
He jerked after fingering.
Exactly.
Oh
Okay.
my
Okay.
god.
We're progressing, okay? He knew
It's so backwards.
Yeah.
Play with yourself. Play with a friend. Anyways.
the Mort Sith grabs him. Grabbed him. And suddenly, he swats. He's like, oh, cool, something's happening. His arm reaches out, and Berdine's like, yo, this is a very large, irregular stack you're reaching out to. You need to be careful.
Okay, we're full on horny. This is Horny Terry, right? For sure?
I don't know if it was written that way originally,
These are parallels.
but it's gone that way now that I'm reading it this
I
way.
I feel like this is a trap chapter for perverts like me. It'd
I was
be
just-
like,
I feel like there's a little bit of projection here, but also he chose these words.
he knew what he was doing.
Sometimes I use my own interesting word, but most of these words came straight from there. So he ran his fingers.
Okay. No, here's the thing, Jade. He used the words large irregular stack. He did not use the words large irregular.
It was
You can't
all
read-
in italics.
You can't read tone in text.
I can when it's plain as fuck.
That's how I read it. Okay. He runs his fingers down until he stops on one of the leather.
Yeah, I'm convinced now.
Until he stops on one of the leather bindings.
Mm-hmm.
And said, it's the one. Asking what it says. All right, now we're done. Burdine says it's high to hard. Something about the Temple of the Winds.
Oh, they climaxed.
That's a bingo!
I think now we're done.
Temple of the Winds, Inquisition, and Trial. They found it. End of fucking chapter. End of day. Done.
Boom.
Spike the football.
So all he had to
Or
do
whatever.
was blindfold himself
Yeah.
to find the book.
And walk through it. Like, it's super simple. It was like the easiest thing ever.
Do you know what this is? This is a fucking magic trick. This is something a magician would do. I mean, in fact, our side quest is going to have a lot to do with this trick in real life as performed by a few different people. I've done some research and found out what this is. There's a term for it, and it's really fucking interesting. But what I will say here is that Richard shouldn't have needed to do this. Because of the way his gift works, the blindfold, the being guided by, like, magic people can sense objects of magic, right? And so, in theory, Richard walking through here he could have just closed his eyes and used his senses, but like his need to find the book is what he had to focus on. So he could have been like, I need to find the book. Oh, hey, I found it. And that's that.
I think that's the issue with Richard's magic in general, because sometimes it's on instinct and it just fucking works. And other times, like I really want it to work, but that's just how my magic works. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it more instinct based? Is it more need based? Like we're
No
finding
consistency.
Yeah, we're finding like he has ways of like channeling it sort of, but yeah, it's not consistent across the board.
I think what this is Richard would have been totally capable doing it without the blindfold.
Yes.
I think he is. I think the blindfold didn't really change anything. I think it was just support. It just helped him. Just, you know, when there's a lot of loud noises, you put in earplugs. When the light hurts your eyes, you put on sunglasses. And he just needed to be able to go by feel without the distraction of the books or the Mord Sith. And my cat's totally under a blanket. Like that. No distractions.
Yeah.
See, I need to be...
No. I almost used the term...
But I think that's what it is.
I almost used the term blinders last night.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, but that could be problematic, because having blinders on can be problematic. But that's not what we're talking about right now.
That's exactly what I was saying, is he was not using the blindfold to channel his gift. He was using his blindfold to channel him, or to focus him. He could not hear the magic talking to him because he had too much going on. Like, he needed to calm his senses so the magic could take over.
Well,
the magic was always there. It was just getting drowned out by his overly cautiousness, anxiety, fear, all these other things are going.
Got a lot of stress right now.
Yeah. So it's like, he's like, no, I need to quiet down.
Well, I think that we need to channel our focus next week, where we will see you with Kaylin again as she emerges from the sliff back in Aidendrill, and Kara fills her in on everything that's been happening since she's been gone.
Tell them what they've won, Jade.
A very awesome episode from Sword of Truth Podcast. We'll see you there.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I know, I love the voice.
Yeah, that's it. That's the end of my notes.
Well, you guys have heard our truth, and now we want to hear yours. So you can write in your journey books to podcastatt@gmail.com and let us know what you thought. Or you can find us on all of our social medias, or over on patreon.com/podcastatt, where you can make a pledge of any dollar amount and get access to side quests, watch-alongs, and other general fuckery.
Like artistic interpretations of the Dance of Death that will be coming soon.
Or
I definitely want to do that.
I forgot about the Discord channel.
Yeah. I definitely want to do that.
Yeah, I think we have to. It's going to happen.
Well, thank you, Seeker, so much for listening. We love you. I won't do the kiss noise because it upsets somebody. And we'll see you real soon.
Bye.
Aaron with the button. What?
That wasn't me. You can't prove it.
The butt.